beautiful.
Hello, lovers of the world. This is Sinta speaking. Welcome back. I wanted to share the new books that I bought sometime in the past month. So, for example, I went on this trip. We went to Whangamata. This book called Murder at the Brian Boru, and this is actually set in New Zealand. This book is an intriguing mystery thriller based on the Brian Boru murder experience. So, for many years, guests and actors have gathered at the historic Brian Boru Hotel in Thames Coromandel for a weekend of mystery, intrigue, and murder, where after a day spent touring the peninsula, a member of the party is killed and the rest of the party is challenged to find the murderer. So, you know me, I've gotten recently into collecting murder mystery novels, and particularly ones that are like not as hard, not as easy to find, or like not as mainstream. So obviously this is very local, and I thought this was cool, a little piece of New Zealand history I have in my possession. And then I also got this book, Stephen King, Nightmare and Dreamscapes. This is a collection of short stories. Look at his it looks like he's posing like he's a teen heartthrob, which is really funny to me. But no, I haven't read any Stephen King books. I haven't actually consumed any Stephen King. No, that's a lie, because I've watched the 1970 film Carrie. I was actually like really surprised and proud of myself that I was able to watch the entire thing. I'm not a very against. I can't handle a lot of like gore and horror and body horror and horror genre movies and things in general. This will be cool. I feel like this is a good starting point for me, like short stories, and because I don't want to commit to buying a book, a whole ass book that I probably won't be able to read because I'm sensitive. So I thought short stories are a good way to start off, like testing the waters of like how much of Stephen King I can actually handle. So I'm happy to have bought that. I also got this Tears of the Giraffe by Alexander McCall Smith. I actually have quite a few of his books in my collection already, but I somehow just managed to find these like in secondhand bookstores, and they're always for a good price. Like this one I got for $2, and so I thought I might as well. It's like a nice thing, and yeah. So that's all I got from the Whangamata trip. So I got these in a book. What do you call it? The op shop was right next door to the gas station, and then I went inside while I waited for my dad to finish up at the gas station, and then I got this one at a craft fair. There was a sausage sizzle, and I think all the proceeds from the sausage sizzle and the book stall went to something like for charity. So I got this for cheap as well. I love that I'm always able to find books no matter where I go in New Zealand. I think that's my favorite part about going on a trip. It's like what kind of interesting books I'll be able to collect. And I think I like them that they're secondhand, because I feel like you get a sense of what the people living there are into. I don't know. That's just me. And then I got these two books. I'm actually really intrigued by this. Long story short, I tried to find a job as a retail assistant in K Road in one of the thrift stores there. And for my interview, while I was waiting for the meeting time to arrive, I guess, I went into the secondhand bookstore that I really like called the Green Dolphin, and then I found these. Arthur Upfield, and he is an Australian writer. He's a white Australian guy, but the protagonist is supposedly half Aboriginal, and I am very interested to see how this character is written. So I'll read the. It's this little blurb, this author blurb, that made me interested in buying these two books in the first place. So Arthur Upfield, born in Britain, lived in Australia his adult life. For the years he roamed the subcontinent working as a boundary rider, cattle drover, rabbit trapper, and station manager. In particular, he came to know the Aborigines, and their customs. That's an outdated term. All this rich experience he pours into the bony novels, which have now sold over 1 million copies. And it looks like it was not for sale in Canada, and there's no US price. Can you see it? So I think that's really interesting. I feel like I get the sense that this was only available or really well known in the UK, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa for some reason. So So this one's called Murder Must Wait. James Lawrenson stars in the Norfolk International Boney series, distributed outside Australia by Global ITV Services in London. So this was also turned into a TV show. And this one is called The Lake From Monster. The character's name is Napoleon Bonaparte. It's like, what? Okay. So these are my latest book haul. I just got home from hanging out with my friend, and I thought I would just do a quick book haul talking session. I know a lot of people who do book hauls tend to like wait until they have a decent amount of books to do a big book haul video, but I thought it'd be fun if I could just like film myself every time I buy something, like even if it's like 1 or 2 books, rather than like waiting until the end. Yeah, so today I went to a bookstore called The Open Book. It's in Ponsonby, which is like an area in Auckland City Central. I also got some film from my Instax camera when I was on my way home. So here are the books that I bought. It's a cute little secondhand bookstore that I really thought was like, I don't know, it's like it's a really nice place. It seemed like it was like a house that somebody converted into a bookstore, and I just thought that was really cute. It's very quaint. It's like, it seems like a dream that somebody would have, like quit their job and run a bookstore. I just thought it was really cool. So anyway, I've got 3 books today. This one is called The Compass Rose by Ursula K. Le Guin. And this is, I'm pretty sure, a sci-fi novel or sci-fi fantasy, like kind of vibes. They were actually advertising this for $6, and I was like, don't mind if I do. And then I got 2 other books. This one is called Death in Sardinia, and I really like this cover. This is by Marco Vici, an Inspector Bordelli mystery. And the thing is, I recognize this style. I actually have another one of his books, Death in Florence, and this is also from a secondhand bookstore. Smells nice. I really like, this is a really, really pretty style. Them together, like, it's so pretty. So this is, I think, the 3rd installment of the Inspector Bordelli series. This is the 4th, because at the back here, you can see that this is advertised in the last page as the 4th installment. So there's 2 others. Like, I don't know if you can really see it from here. Kind of want to collect them all. It's pretty cute. Okay, and then the last one that I bought today was Significant Others by Armistead Maupin. And it's pretty cool. So I was at the bookstore, and there were 2 Armistead Maupin books, and I'm pretty sure they were both collections of stories. And then I couldn't decide which one I wanted to get. And if it were up to me, like if I had been by myself, I would have just gone and bought both. Bad. But I got my friend Josh to pick one for me. So so now every time I think about this book, I'll be like, Josh chose this for me. So yeah, that's it. Good evening, everyone. It is March 24, and I just came back from the K Festival here in Auckland, and I had a really good time. Today was pretty like full on in terms of like socializing. First, I met up with my friend to grab lunch. I haven't seen her in like months, and then I had my seminar, and then I went to the K Festival with some friends, and it was so fun. So K Festival is Korean festival in New Zealand, I guess. Yeah, and we had dinner and there was performances and we saw Paul Kim sing live.
물 대신에 소주를 좀 주면 좋겠는데.
There were food stalls and booths that sold Korean products, like albums. I also went to see Alexa at Real Groovy, and it was crazy. So the thing is, I'm not a huge Alexa fan. I can only confidently say that there's one song that I really really love from her. So she had a concert here yesterday, and I didn't go, but she was participating in the K Festival performances, and she was also having an appearance at this record store. She was signing posters for people. If you lined up, you didn't have to pay or anything. And I was showing my friend the record store. First of all, I wasn't cognizant of the fact that Alexa was gonna be there while me and my friend were also there. We just happened to be at the store while she had arrived, and I was so starstruck. This K Festival event happening in the city is sort of like a thing that's spread out all over City Central area. And so not only did they have performances, they also had stalls and people selling lots of things. And Real Groovy, which is a record store that we went to, also had a tent that was selling K-pop merch and stuff like at a discounted price, or like some of their stock. I have a problem. Like I have no space. Like I collect books and then K-pop. I don't kept the fact that I collect books and K-pop albums is such like a bad combination in terms of how much they take up space in my room. Like I literally have nowhere to put anything in anymore. So I went to the tent like fully, like no buying albums, no. But I found this. Oh my god, guys, you don't understand how long I've wanted to own this album. So this is the Red Velvet Red Summer EP, and this came out in 2017. This was, I think, the golden age of my K-pop standing era. I really love this album. Like, I love the concept, I love the colors, I love all the songs that are there. I just feel like if I had to choose, if somebody put a gun to my head and was like, choose a favorite K-pop album, I would probably say this one, just because I feel like it is so cohesive, it's so fun, it's so upbeat, and I just have so much personal ties to this comeback. Gosh. I don't think there'll be any inclusions in this, because this album kind of comes from an era where like they weren't going super crazy on the physical inclusions, because I feel like the most recent albums that I've bought, like this generation of K-pop, is like super focused on providing lots of different add-ons to the album, but I think this era was just like a medium amount. I mean, what does that mean? I can't explain. You won't understand unless you're a K-pop fan yourself. So it's funny because this is technically the front, right? But this is the official album cover on Spotify. So okay, and then opening. She's my bias. For people who don't know, this is the best. Oh my god. She's perfect. She's perfect. Sorry. I'm so happy I have this. And I have Yeri as well. You guys, you don't understand. Yeah, I'm gonna go settle in for the night. Maybe I'll vlog tomorrow. I probably won't. I usually, even though I spend a lot of time with people and hanging out, doing fun things, I never feel like it's fair to vlog those moments with them. Anyway, everybody say goodnight to my Red Velvet Red Summer EP. Everybody say goodnight to Yeri. Good night. Fuck you, ADHD. So, yeah. Okay, I'll see you guys later.